Get those damn heavy metal horns up in the air, because today we're doing a request for some Vader. That's right. Are these guys from Poland? I want to say they're Polish death metal. But Demian Seal, our good friend, he put in a request, and he did for Rivers of Neil, where owls know my name, and I had to send him a link because we've done it. We did a reaction to that amazing psychedelic video of theirs many long times ago, and so he says, well, Shane, I want you to do a request for me, and I'm already pooping on the, I know the album is called Welcome to the Morbid Reich, and the song that we're going to be doing, I'm not familiar with, it is called I Am Who Feasts Upon Your Soul. If that isn't going to be a banger, I don't know what is, quite frankly. But what we do here is we learn about Vader, and then we listen to that song for the very first time right here, right now. You know, there's so much metal out there that it's surprising, as much metal as I grew up on. And all the bands that I've listened to, I love it when people request stuff that I've never heard. And I go, holy shit, that's just more to add to the brain bank, right? So let's learn about Vader, and then we're going to get into the song. If you're ready, I'm ready. Let's do it. Vader. They have 164,814 monthly listeners to the Spotify account. Top 5 jams. Triumph of Death. 4 million plays. You got Fight Fire with Fire. Is that a Metallica cover or their version or their own song? 2.3 million plays. Blood of Kingu, 58,000 plays. Into Oblivion. That is a great jam, and that's from Solitude of Madness. I listened to that. It's a 2020 album. And I was at work one day, and I listened to that whole album, and I just was going, God, these guys are great. Into Oblivion is from that album, 454,000 plays, and Devilizer, 555,000 plays. So that's the top 5. Now we look into albums and see what this band has released over their career. They've been around a long time. I remember a guy in high school or something that was sporting Vader shirts, and I was like, damn, that's not even Darth Vader. Litany, 2000. You got Revelation, 2002. The Beast, 2004. XXV, 2008, Necropolis, 2009. The album we're doing here today, Kaplop, Welcome to the Morbid Reich, 2011, Black to the Blind, TB et Ingi, Live in Decay, Future of the Past 2, and Future of the Past. You got Before the Age of Chaos, The Empire, Dark Age, the album that I listened to that I thought was just absolutely great, Solitude in Madness. And then it looks like they put out the Dark Ages Live from '93. And that would be interesting. Oh, is this a new album here? De Profundis. Is that a new album? It is indeed a new album that just came out July 30th, 2021. De Profundis is a brand new album from the band. Now what we like to do is look into those related artists. Who might they have played shows with? This gives us an idea of what we're in for. Who do people listen to when they're in the mood to listen to Vader? You've got Deicide, right? Chrysian, of course. Decapitated. Malevolent Creation. Obituary. Vital Remains. That is a band that is heavy to the nth degree. Bloodbath, Nile. These guys are amongst legends, right? Morbid Angel, Belgafor, Unleashed. I actually, many years ago, met Unleashed. Swedish guys, I want to say they're from Sweden, didn't speak a lick of English. And they were amazing live. They came with, it was Unleashed, a band called Epidemic, and there was somebody else. And it was years and years ago. And they just, and you're going, you guys kick, you just go, he rocks, bro. Yeah. Well, thank you. Thank you very much. Right? And Suffocation. So that is a related artist for Vader. Now what we're going to do is we're going to go and look into that bio and see they do have a bio and they do have an image. And you got 4 dudes. And they look like they mean business. They got a dash of gray, but they got the leathers on, and they say, we're experienced death metalers. We know what we're doing. We're sitting in our greenhouse, probably growing some sweet nugs. And they're saying, Shane, come on in and let's smoke a toot. Since their founding in 1983, so those years were already pooped up probably on the or maybe those albums don't exist. I don't know. Since their founding in 1983, Vader, named for Star Wars Dark Lord, of course, Poland's, I was right. Didn't I say Poland? Poland's premier death metal band have been through many lineup changes. Only founding vocalist guitarist Piotr Wiwczarek remains from the original incarnation. Along with the many personal changes came musical evolution. Vader were founded as a power metal band who quickly embraced thrash, then speed metal, before embracing their ever-evolving, always brutal brand of death metal. Perseverance was key. They toured Eastern Europe and issued only self-released outings for a decade. That explains that then. Those first, they self-released. God bless them. I love that. DIY all the way. But all those early albums were released by their own staff, which include Morbid Reich, a cassette demo that sold more than 10,000 copies and scored them a deal with Earache for the proper studio debut album 1994's The Ultimate Incantation. After the relentless touring and issues with labels, they went their own way, cutting and releasing records wherever they could. They signed to Metal Blade for 2000's Breakthrough Litany, and remained there until moving over to Nuclear Blast from 2009 to 2016. There you go. I read quite a bit of that. Some people say, you read too much. And I apologize for that. But I like to learn about the bands that we're going to do here. I like to get a little information on them. It is that time, so let's go down to the albums. And we're going to find the Welcome to the Morbid Reich. And now we are going to go to I Am Who Feasts Upon Your Soul for Demian Seal. Our good friend, our pal, coming in with this one. So let's do it now. Magic Titty, I give you a taste, I take a taste, we listen to the song together. You ready? Let's go. A song title like that, it's going to be heavy. It's going to be heavy. Coming in with a bit of keys. I hope I can sync it up right. I always like to get a little pop. A little bang there. For the ultimate audio experience. Oh! That's great. Oh! Oh, that's great. That's a great riff. My piercing eyes never fall asleep. I smile to the tears going down your cheek. smiles with the tears going down the cheeks.
My conscience is what you feel tonight. My breath is the path to the gate of hell.
That's nice. Beautiful. What I like about his vocal too is you can understand it. He's got it gruff, he's got the growl, but it's vocally rich. You can understand. That is just so tough, so beautiful. Fire! Oh, this... Don't rip the beast's heart out. Are these guys? Do these guys do anything bad? That would be my first question. Do they do anything that's not good? I mean, everything that I've heard from Vader, and I feel bad that I wasn't like completely on board with him as a kid. I knew Vader. I heard a song or two. I was like, yeah, they rock. But you know, as you get older, you start to take more in, and you're like, my God, I'm going back. Every song I've heard from Vader kicks ass. It's like. What band was I wasting my time on that I ended up going, oh, yeah, I don't like them very much anymore, where I could have shoved this band in there? What say you? I like it when you get in the comments below and you feed me all your information on the bands that we do here. Your thoughts, your opinions, your memories of the band. Good, great, fantastic. Shane, I'm a huge fan of Vader. I'm going to tell you the best albums they have ever released. I'm going to tell you my favorite, all-time favorite songs. What is it like to see Vader live? I want to say that I didn't see them, but I want to say that I was at a show where they were performing. Did they ever do a tour with Testament, Sam Aile? I want to say Vader was on that tour, and there was a... Yeah, I can't remember for sure. What is it like to see them live? How many times have you seen them live? I want your top 5 songs of all time from Vader. And have you ever been lucky enough to meet these guys? Do they get over to the United States very often? I've got to put that in the bucket list to see these guys live before I go bye-bye. Or you could say, not good, not great. Shane, the fact is I'm not a fan of the growly vocal, and I'm not a fan of death metal. I respect it. I love it. And I understand that people love it. I do not love it. I said that I just loved it just now, but I do not love it. I'm not a fan of the death metal, but these guys got some stuff. They got a little tickle in their taints. They know what they're doing here. They're not some kind of a cuckoo nuts that don't know what they're doing. But it's not my cup of tea. I'm going to respectfully move away quickly from this and say thank you very much. All of that can be put in the comments below, dear fine folks. Demian, we love you, sir. I don't know if that was a pleasured surprise to you when you saw that I'd already done the Rivers of Neil, great band, saxophone in that song. But I'm glad you turned me on to this one. This is something that's reignited my juices for Vader, and I will have to go back and listen to that whole album, and maybe just put it on the Vader, Spotify. They have a This Is Vader, and you can just go into that playlist, and it'll play just songs from the albums and everything else. If you have a hard rock, a heavy metal special request, you want to see it on this channel, it's a simple process. Click one of those links in the description below, or you can put her in the comments, and we'll get to it if we get to it, okay? That's all I got for this. I'm swinging it for kisses, and I'm loving you so damn much, all right? Vader.